James chapter 1, and it's written in Old English, so it would read, I James, a servant of Yahweh and of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Because see how the other letter is I, that would be Iesus. The transliteration would render I James and Iesus. But we know that it's James is a servant of Yahweh and of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. To the 12 tribes, to the 12 tribes, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. So that's the first thing I want to talk about before I take off. And then the second scripture is, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. Kal halayim la Yahweh b'Hashem Yahushai b'Hashem Rahaf Kodash. It's your brother Huak from the Camp Cosmos in Hanford, California. Out of Hanford, California, because I don't live there, but I go preach over there. And Camp Cosmos came out of GMS because basically I learned from the apostles, watching their videos. And this is just another lesson to show that the people that are clinging to the Bible are all Israelites. Because this message is to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. That was the first message, the first part of the message. So we're everywhere. And that's true because throughout all the captivities, we were scattered abroad, and there's so many scriptures. But I just want to bring this one out because I'm driving on the way to slavery, and then today we're going to do camp. But I've been seeing in my holy scriptures, in my Bible, in my sword, that the message is loud and clear. This message is only for Israel. The 12 tribes. Now we know that the 12 tribes have a darker skin, but not all of us look dark. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, they are supposed to be all dark, but we know that what's his name? That basketball player. What's his name? I don't even watch basketball. But Blake Griffin, yeah, see, the Spirit gave it to me. I don't even care about sports. That's not entertainment to me. To me, entertainment is watching a movie and be like, damn, man, they got this from the Bible, like the movie Titan. That movie Titan shows you that these guys know that in their bodies they can't face an Israelite. But that's what those wars to scatter us were about. Because Yahweh got mad because we were to go off, and then he let other nations take us over, because Israel was the greatest nation in the history. And can you imagine those wars that King David used to have? Those are wars that they try to put in the movies, like Star Wars, like some Jedi shit. And that's because we have a connection to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. So through the Spirit, we could do that. So this message is only for the scattered abroad, and that word goes into diaspora. The second part is, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. So if you're falling into temptation, you got to consider one of these things. One, either your confusion of faith, which means you could be from any nation, and you feel compelled to fall in line with the scriptures. When you read them, you feel like, oh man, it's talking about me. 2, if they're talking to you, they're either talking to you in a good way or in a negative way, and you see them as a threat. Because Esau's trying to get rid of the scriptures. In California, there's this, I don't know if it's people, well, Governor Brown made it try to pass it into law. I don't know how it went. They probably did. I don't really care. But in order for me to preach out in the street, I had to have a assault rifle permit for my sword. You look that up. So that's one of those things that, it's not a temptation, but it's catching hell. And then temptation would be anything that can pull you out of the truth. Because there's a balance. You don't have to give in to all your temptations. The more you deny yourself, the more you grow, I guess you could say. So and then it says in Hebrews 12:5, that you're gonna be chastised. A father that chastises his son is because he loves him, or roughly paraphrasing. And then someone that doesn't get chastised is a bastard. So that's what I was gonna get into. So if you're feeling temptations and then you're not feeling temptations, consider this: there's 3 types of people on earth: the sons of the Most High, Israel, Jerusalem and Israel, the sons of men, and the sons of the wicked. 2 of them don't even fucking matter. Two of those people, 2 of those, man, there's a lot of, just to break it down those into thirds, that's a third of the population on earth, and there's 7.5 billion people on earth right now. So you could do the math and separate them into 3. They might not even be equal. One might be more than the other. But the point is, you have to fall into one of those categories. So that I'm going to say Shalom.